Good evening, my fellow children of the night, and welcome to my campfire. Tonight I have another piece of original fiction by one of our fellow children of the night, Juan Diaz. Links in the description. I highly suggest that you go and you check him out after the video. Tonight's story is called Dumping Ground. The world has to know what really happened. My name is Ernie Pine. I used to work security for a landfill managed by Westco Waste Management. I worked the night shift. Nice and cushy gig. Sat in a little guard shack. 4 walls, 1 roof, tiny little restroom. 1 creaky chair. Watch some TV on a shitty little set. Keep kids away. Real exciting stuff. One long night, I heard barking. Never saw the dumb dog. Well, at first. I eventually got used to leaving it my leftovers. Finally saw it one night. It turned towards the mountainous landfill and whined a little. A few nights later, I heard the dog barking. Then a sudden yelp. After that, I never heard that dog again. I looked for it, but couldn't find it. Odd. For several weeks, the night shift was quiet. Then one night, I heard things. Strange things. Voices. The next morning I told my supervisor, Mr. Morris, about the strange noises. He told me I should just do my job and mind your own business. As I drove away, Mr. Morris was watching me from the shack. I gotta be careful. That evening, Reuben Elms, the mid-shift guy, told me that Mr. Morris gave me the night off, which has him pulling a double. That night, I came back around 3 a.m. Reuben was sound asleep. Didn't want to risk using a flashlight, so I used my Zippo. Heard more voices. Strange sounds. And as I got closer to the landfill, I saw figures in black robes. They were in a circle, chanting. Could only hear one thing over and over. The pile is God. They almost saw me, but I snuck away. I found an article online about some weird church called the Temple of Earth. Reporters dubbed them the Cult of the Earth. The temple worships Mother Nature. Looked like some harmless hippies. Smoke grass, have orgies. At first. Then, what happened? Brainwashing? The Pile of God is also mentioned in the article, and their leader, Landon Waters. The FBI were investigating them, but then what? Mass suicide. Some Kool-Aid mixed with arsenic. Landon Waters ate a bullet. This is getting weirder. What does Westco have to do with the Temple of Earth? Mr. Morris knocked on my door this morning, accompanied by 2 Westco employees. I didn't even open the door. Saw him through the peephole. Creepy bastards. They eventually left. I'm afraid, but I have to do something. I came back that night with my pistol. I saw a group dressed in black ceremonial robes. What I saw was... It was horrific. Morris, Dr. West himself, those two creeps, Carlene Ball, the secretary, and someone who looked like Landon Waters. Impossible! Landon Waters died that night, along with his psycho cult. They're surrounding a bound naked woman. As they chant, I see movement. The landfill is undulating and spreads to create a massive hole. Tentacles rising out of the hole and a beast unleashing a terrifying roar. Scared, I come out of the shadows with pistol in hand. I shot Mr. West in the cheek. He screamed in pain as he collapsed to the ground. Next is Morris. I shot him in the thigh. He fell to the ground and screamed in terror as several long black tentacles wrapped around Morris and dragged him into the landfill. Landon Waters turned and said something in a strange, ancient-sounding language, and the tentacles grabbed the bound, screaming woman. It dragged her into the hole. As the other cult members ran away, Waters turned his full attention to me. I steadied my hand and shot him in the chest. Blam! Blam! Waters looks down at his bleeding chest and smiles. I turn and run. The ground seemed to shake as the thing crawled from the hole. It was horrific. It shook off the dirt, the waste and dead leaves. Its black, shiny, spiky body, with tentacles slithering and whipping about. The creature stood about 12 feet, its impossibly large head, multiple eyes, rows of large teeth. It looked at me, and it sneered. I steadied my aim. I fired shots and ran as the thing roared. I got away. As I sit here writing in my journal, locked in my bedroom, I can feel the creeping dread. I know something is looking at me.